Can you shoot or do you pass? Okay? So yung hierarchy po mali. So players would think like that. Kaya most of the players right now, every time they get the ball, their tendency is to dribble. Okay? Dribbling should always be the last. Right? Actually, us, okay, it's not just triple threat. Hindi na triple threat eh. Quadruple na. I add something. Right? And it should be the first one. Okay? Every time I teach basketball, every time you get the ball, hear me out on this, coaches. Okay? The first thing I ask my player, from coming from a pass, every time you get the ball, the first thing you need to do is to read. Read the situation. Okay? Next thing, okay, is to shoot. Okay? Why is it important that I say that we shoot? Because if I look at the basket peripherally, you can see who's in front of you. Tama? Pag tinignan mo yung ring, every time you get an outlet, pag tinignan mo yung ring, okay, you can see the entire floor. Right? Then you realize that you cannot shoot, that you are still far from the basket. Okay? Then shoot, okay, you look, titingnan mo kung makaka-shoot ka, so you're using your eyes. There, you will see if you cannot shoot, ang susunod na makikita mo doon, teammate mo. If there is if someone is ahead. Right? So the third one is to pass. Because that should be the basic. Okay? Now, you cannot pass because the one that your teammate is being covered. Okay? That's the only time we dribble. Okay? So like on this drill, I apply it a lot on this drill. That the mentality. Every time we teach this drill, we start it first with those. Okay, those are the things that we're trying to look. Okay, those are the habits that we're trying to create. Okay. And also the explanation of whoever, you're always faster than the dribbler. Okay? Ganun mo lang i-explain. Imposible naman na mas mabilis yung may nagdi-dribble sa walang bola, sa tumatakbo lang. It will not. Okay? Maybe may mga talaga mabilis kang player, pero most of the time, okay? Especially if you talk about small guys, mas mabilis pa rin yung mga walang bola kaysa may bola. Okay? So, habit-wise, automatic na yun. But every time a player stops, kasi ang nagiging problema, if you don't explain this to your player, taking advantage of 2 versus 1, ang problema dito, ang hahanapin palagi, every time you get this advantage, the tendency of your players is to look for their teammates instead of looking at the basket. It's automatic. It's automatic. But if you don't explain it to them, ang gagawin niyan, ipapasa. Kahit na he's out already. Kumbaga, it's not right. Right? So, okay. So the next one, this applies for the kids as well. It starts with a 3-man weave. Okay? Starts with a 3-man weave. Okay, now as coaches, if you're with the grassroots, if you're with the 9 to 12 years old, you can count. You can ask them, okay, 3-man weave, 6 passes, 3-man weave, 4 passes, 3-man weave, 5 passes. Kasi it's mahirap pa sa kanila na 3 passes lang. But if you're 16 and up already, you can do just 3 passes. Right? Now, what happens? Okay, player 3 becomes inbounder. Sorry. Player 3 becomes inbounder, then player 1 shooter becomes defender. It's automatic. Okay? After offense, you defend. It's automatic. Here, you're creating habits already. It did not happen in basketball that after your offense again. It's always offense, defense, offense, defense. Okay? So create a habit already. Now, after the layup, one must quickly locate. Okay, this is you're talking about game situations already. Okay? Player 2 for denials. Okay? Now, you can control or you cannot. That's okay. If you want just quick outlet, if you're teaching offense, quick outlet, go. Okay? But imagine, even if the offense are doing quick outlet and you can still deny the first pass, you're magandang level na yon. Okay? But just doing it every day, okay? Yung maka-custom physically yung mga athletes nyo. Okay? Again, it's investment. It's investment. Okay? Our full court defense, okay, did not just happen. We invest a lot of time in practice doing that. Okay? Even if you look at it, okay, even if you see it, okay, our full court game before, okay, it's like up and down game, up and down. That is during games. Okay? But in practice, it takes a lot of control. We are the ones, okay, we are the ones the coaches are in control in practice. Okay? So understand that. Okay? So after that, after the inbound the ball, it goes back to the basic. Okay? Coaches see the progression. I first teach that the 3 versus 0 to 2 on 1 advantage. So understand the principle here. Okay? Understand the principle on this drill. Then you still apply it here on the next one. Okay? So on offense, you're still gonna look, okay? Still apply that. Read, shoot, pass, and dribble. Read, shoot, pass, and dribble. Okay? The next one is this one. Okay? My players at any level enjoys this one a lot. Okay? It's five-man weave, okay, to 3 versus 2. Okay? These three things that I've shared with you, okay, we do this twice or thrice a week in practice. Kahit saan team ako pumunta, okay, I do this. Okay? I do. Why? With my college team, I don't play that much scrimmage. Okay? I play this. I play the part method. I play the hard method because this is where we develop. This is where we develop. Now, sometimes this one, the 3-man weave, okay, to 3 versus 2, okay, I'm putting the denial rules, okay, in this drill. Okay, maybe some of you that attended my clinic already was able to show this to you already, right? So it's the same thing. It's all about decision making. Now, again, doing this, okay, my rule still applies. I wanted to get first the 2 versus 1 advantage. Okay? Meron pa ring hierarchy. Okay? As coaches, okay, siguro doon muna tayo mag-start. Okay? You always wanted to get that. Kasi the problem is, every time we get the ball, most of the coaches, okay, there are times, okay, syempre, at games, okay, when you're winning and you want to melt the clock, it's okay. Okay? But that's gonna be your call already. that is you asking your players to slow down, right? Not but if you don't have any instructions, this should be their normal. This should be the regular. Okay? Kasi sometimes we are being put on a situation that we still need to ask our players to run, to sprint. Tama? No, those things should be given. It will not happen in the game. Just happen in the game. It should happen in practice. That should be a part of your discipline. Sprinting the court, that's because that's spacing, that's your responsibility. Okay, wing runouts, okay. Big guy, okay. There's an explanation. Why is it always the five-man running the middle of the court? There's an explanation to that because they say that that's the shortest way from back court to front court, right? So, but imagine if your big man can run, can go, can run, can match up with your small man. Okay? Because we treat it like that. We treat it like that. It doesn't matter. Okay? It happens in practice. It happens in practice. It should be a part of your discipline. You set the standards high. You always set high standards. Okay? Because that's where you will develop. Because if you will set just middle standards, okay, what will happen is you also as a coach, okay, will just settle. But as coaches, we don't settle for less. We always wanted the best. All right. So yeah. So Koy. So okay. We can have a 2 minute break of a 5 minute break from this after this. Yeah. I'm okay with questions.
Yeah. Any questions? Sa first part ng ating topic, you can unmute yourself or raise your hand so that you can be recognized.
Coach, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach Andrew. Kamusta?
Hi, Coach. Thank you very much, Coach Koy, and good afternoon, other coaches who are listening. Coach Louis, thank you very much, Coach. Coach, I always want to be a grassroots coach, so I enjoy doing grassroots. So the things that I learned from you right now, so I mean, I can use that for the advanced players, and so that they're ready when they go up to the next level and meet coaches like you, Coach. So grassroots coach, based on your experience, my question is, this may sound philosophical, but is there a voice or a language that they use to make these young kids really excited about basketball that they would love to learn the basics and fundamentals from a coach like me?
Yeah. Actually, Coach, if you notice in my there's a slide ko na with the age appropriate guideline.
Yes, coach, I saw that.
That's yung fundamentals eh. Actually, naging capitalized na lang lahat yan eh. Pero the first thing that I wrote there is the FUN.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos FUN
Fun.
capital letters, then the mentals, mga lowercase na. Okay.
Okay.
Now, in order to, kasi that's the first thing you need to do. You need to build
Okay.
interest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you build interest. Okay. That's why you wanted to make it short.
Okay.
Okay. Because especially with 6 to 8 years old, their attention span is really short.
Very short, coach.
Diba? Yeah, very
Yeah.
attention span. So what you wanted to do is try to create something that keep on changing. And you know
Mm-hmm.
that's it's very hard to keep on changing.
Right.
That's why you that's why the most time that's why I'm saying you can only do 40 minutes max with these kids. Then that's
Yeah, coach. The attention span is probably much shorter than that, coach.
yeah. So 40
Yeah.
minutes that includes everything already, coach. After the 40 minutes, let them go.
Yeah.
Okay, send
Oh,
them
yeah.
home now. Now there will be maybe 2 or 3 players will approach you that are very serious. players that wanted to improve.
The hyper ones, no, coach, that eat so much sugar.
Oh, the hyper ones, they will
Yeah.
not, they will stay coach, but they will just run around the court. But there will
Yeah.
be athletes that will approach you, that will ask you, coach, can we do extra trainings? These are the
Mm-hmm.
used players. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's, ayun yung mga bibigyan mo ng oras.
Okay.
Don't expect, okay, like if you have 15 players, that it's best that all 15 players would love to stay, okay,
Yeah.
and do extra with you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
With 6 to 8 years old, I doubt.
Yes, coach.
Okay,
Yeah.
some of them after practice might stay in the bench, play gadgets or do something.
Yeah, right, coach. Yeah, with their
So,
gadgets now, that's the
yeah,
difference with the players now.
to me, coach, I don't fight it anymore.
Yeah.
Fight it anymore. I just tell them, okay, now if you're gonna do gadgets, okay, you go home.
Yeah, coach. Yeah, Coach Miguel is helping me. That's what he says all the
Uh,
time.
Now, I don't. There's no problem. Now, if you wanted to stay here, do something else. Okay,
Yes. All right.
okay, do like study
Oh
or
yeah, study. Right, tama, coach. Yeah, you use your time productively if you don't want to join.
do something productive. Because if you will make have them stay there, yung mga yung tatlo na serious players that approach you, next practice, baka nandun na, nakikipaglaro na sa mga yon.
Yes, coach. Yeah, I don't want them to go home because you just go straight to the mall. Eh. So I'd rather want them to stay in the court.
Yeah, make it fun. Make it fun.
Yeah. All right, coach. Thanks. Short, snappy, and sweet. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Okay, 40 minutes max, then let them go home. Okay?
Great. Thank
Again,
you so much, Coach Andrew. Anyone? May tanong pa ba? We can cater more questions pa po. You just need to unmute your live. You can just unmute and then ask a question. Anyone from the group?
Coach Caleb, may tanong yan.
yeah, setting ko nasagot kay Coach Lorraine, I'm looking at the group chat kay Laura Lay Bautok. Okay, Coach. Yeah, definitely there will be players, what I've mentioned. Okay, yung mga gusto nang umuwi, yeah, part of the team, you can ask them to go home, you can let them go. But again, pero hindi mawawala, especially may mga players talaga from 6 to 8 years old that are very serious. Talagang may magi-stay at magpapaturo. Okay? But those players, the other players naman that wanted to go home. Okay? It's not naman a plus or they will realize after, because these three guys, okay, they stay longer. Imposible naman na hindi gagaling yung mga mas nag-i-invest. Okay? After that, okay, siguro magiging 4 na yon, magiging 5 yan. But then again, okay, don't make it too long. Okay? Not too long. Okay, just short. Okay, maybe an extra 20 minutes. Okay? Maybe an extra 20 minutes, then that's it. Okay? Maybe a parent will approach you, coach, can he do a 2 hour extra? Okay? To me, with 6 to 8 years old, I really discourage that because a 6 to 8 years old, okay, sa totoo lang, ayaw niya ng 2 hours na extra. Ang may gusto nun, magulang niya. Okay? So explain to the parents, okay? He needs to have a life. Diba? The kid needs to have a life. He needs to enjoy yung childhood niya kasi sayang na, kawawa naman. Doon nagkakaroon ng imbalance eh. And mostly kids, okay, at that age, tulungan na natin yung bata, okay, to escape pressure. Alright? You tell them, okay, ma'am, kasi minsan, ang gagawin, ibabalik nung magulang yon dun sa bata eh. You're doing 2 hours or 6 hours extra training every week. Ano yung nangyayari sa'yo? Diba? So that happens eh. Pero make sure okay, that's the way to avoid that. Okay? We know Okay, they practice 40 minutes. You do extra practice for 20 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, then that's it. Okay? Because you're playing politics already if you're gonna do 2 hours extra practice for a 6-year-old boy. Okay? You can only do so much, okay, training a 6-year-old boy. Let him play. Let him enjoy his childhood. Right? Yeah, Coach Koy, is there any more question?
Great. So we have from Ricardo Reyes, coach. The question is it good to start the practice or training po with a long period of running or any suggested period of time or lap sa pagtakbo? Salamat daw.
Yeah, again, it depends with what age you're coaching, coach. Right? If you're coaching 6 to 8 years old, automatic condition na yung mga yan. You don't need to do conditioning with 6 to 8 years old. Okay? So you just need to teach them the right movement and preparations. Okay? Now, kasi with us, okay, everything is structured, right? So what we do, okay? What we do, even if I'm doing it for the 6 to 8 years old, 9 to 12 years old, my 13 to 15 or a college or a pro team automatic, okay? What we do is when they get to practice, the first thing you do, coach, is you should be the one, okay, at first in practice. That's number one. Okay? Automatic 'yun. Okay, dapat lagi tayo nauuna sa players natin. Okay? So ako at least an hour or 30 minutes before or maybe if I'm gonna get there just in time for practice, I'll ask my assistant coaches to do it for me. But for the kids, to me, it's best that there are always cones, okay, scattered na sa pagdating nila, may naka-scatter ng cones dun sa floor. Okay, these are spots that I want where I wanted them to shoot.
Good.
Okay? Because what will happen if you just let them shoot, sigurado ako ititira niyan 3 points. Tama? Automatic 'yun. Pag yung 6 to 8 years old umapak sa court, walang cone na nakikita, okay, automatic niya ititira niyan 3 points. Ititira niyan half court shot. Right? But us, we establish it right away, coach. We establish right away that every time they step on the court, okay, there are markers already. Okay, markers on court. That's the place that they can shoot. And the discipline is there already that we always tell them if it's gonna be finishing moves. Finishing moves, okay? Before kasi they call it layup eh. Now we call it finishing moves. Okay? Because there are 3 finishing moves already. The underhand layup, and the overhand layup. Dalawang finishing na yan. Right? So, we encourage them, okay, especially with kids 6 to 8 years old, okay, we just encourage, okay, overhand palagi. Okay, we finish with overhand layups. Okay, lagi nakaganito. We don't do this. Okay? We don't do underhand. Okay? We just do overhand. Especially with the kids. Right? Okay na yan, coach?
Yeah, ito na lang, huli.
Yeah.
Pwede ba? Huli pa? Isa? We
Okay.
have from Coach Rael. What is the preferred age best to introduce plyometrics?
6 to 8, coach. That's the first. Just do the basic. Okay? That's the move. That's where your movement preparation happens. Especially at these times, most of the kids, they don't know how to run. Okay? And in school, local school setup, wala namang, do we still have PE or PE in local schools that teaches running? The problem is there's no space. All the space are being built as classrooms. Right? That's the dilemma right now. We don't have enough space already because we have a lot of students and all spaces are being built as classrooms. Okay? So coach, yeah, to me it's important na from 6 to 8 years old, yung mga basic ladder. Because if you can, it's all available there in the social media. Okay, all of the things, all of the exercises that you see, okay, sa mga basketball for young ballers, okay, it's all about footwork. Okay? Focus on the footwork first. Yeah, it's dun mo na simulan. Dun mo muna simulan.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Coach Louis. So next, on our next part of the session, we're gonna have breakout rooms. All right. So the next question for our breakout rooms will be ito. Based on the age-appropriate guidelines that was presented a while ago, what have you realized? Ano pong realization natin based on the age-appropriate guidelines that was presented a while ago by Coach Louis? Next is, ito, can you name the 10 basic basketball skills? Why is it important to teach these two players in grassroots and developmental program? Again, can you name the 10 basic basketball skills? And why is it important to teach these two players in grassroots program? Right? So, ready na ba ang lahat? Alright, so here we go. Let's have our second breakout session. Just click the join button. Coach Louis, sasali ka ba sa breakout?
Now let's talk.
All right. There you go. Right. Kindly join the breakout sessions, guys. So sa lahat po ng participants natin, kindly click the join button to actually join the breakout. Coach Andrew, Coach Anna, Coach Dennis, Coach Mark. Coach Mark Jason Anoba. Can you join the breakout, please? Coach Anna, if you're watching. Ayan. Coach, ayun.
Kumusta?
Yeah, I tried doing the Facebook Live, pero yun nga, I'm still ending with the buffing. Yung buffer kanina, na nasa parang black screen and then may buff.
Mm-hmm.
Dun pa rin ako kanina eh. And then, what happened is that I retried YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Ayun. Yeah, pumasok sa YouTube. Ayun, naka-live on YouTube tayo ngayon.
Oo.
So, what I did is that I sent you a message to your messenger.
Yeah.
And we're currently live on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Ayan. So, ito.
So how's the discussion? Kamusta naman?
The discussion. Actually, Coach, I was writing. I was writing during your discussion. Look, I am writing few things on the discussion. So, kaya pati ako natututo kasi gaya na siguro madami din dito kagaya ko na rookie coaches din.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm learning a lot from it. Yung discussion natin nung huli parang nadagdagan na supplement dito. Ayan. Yeah, ayun.
Yeah,
I'm still also listening.
Oh, yeah. Do you think may nakukuha sila?
Sa tingin ko, Coach, meron naman po. Kasi hindi naman po siguro sila magtatanong kung wala silang nakukuha sa atin.
Especially with the young age. Kumbaga, it's best all, talagang siguro, it's again, the confidence, you'll gain confidence na, o nga, 40 minutes lang pala dapat talaga yung practice ng team ng 6 to 8 years old. Tapos, maybe you realize now na may lalapit talaga na serious ballers na mag-i-stay para mag-practice pa. At ayun yung dun ka matutuwa kasi seryoso yun.
Yes. Actually, coach, sa experience ko is that I have kids. We're actually having a ball club sa school namin. And then we have kids from grades 4 to grade 6, right? And then we have that club time, and one of the clubs there is basketball. And I think more or less mga 50 na bata. So I'm not sure if how to handle them and how to handle that 50 tapos isa lang ako. So usually ginagawa ko is that I let them shoot dalawang ring. I'll do them with free throws, do them with basic rebounds, and so yun tinuturo ko sa nila. And then we have dribbling, yung shooting position, and then we have the basic passing, and so yun yung nagagawa ng mga bata during that club time. Pero 1 hour lang. Tapos nung 1 hour ng club time, may klase pa sila. And then yung mga bata, coach, ayaw na namin bumalik sa klase, coach. Pwede magpatuloy. Ayun. Yun yung parang kasi yung age na yun parang yung age na madaming excited to play. Yeah, they really wanted to play. So I guess that's the reason why they really wanted to extend. And for me naman, if they really wanted to extend tapos may class pa, I would say to them na, okay, after ng class niyo, pwede kayo bumalik dito and join in our practice later. Yeah. Yun yung sinasabi ko sa kanila.
Don't count out kasi talaga, Koy, laging may mga players talaga na 6 years old, pero exceptional na eh.
I'll actually look for those. If I could propose to our school to add the grades 1, 2, 3 for the basketball program or sports program, I think that will be a good opportunity to look for or scout for those players in the young age.
Alam mo yun, may mangyayari na may lalabas at may lalabas talaga eh.
Yes.
Coach?
Yeah, Coach Andrew.
Coach. I really appreciate. Thank you. I'm learning a lot. Yung new approach. Lalo na grassroots ako, Coach. You know me, no? You're my idol. When I started, my son started in the junior NBA with you, no? So because of that, I volunteered my time. I've been volunteering my time as a grassroots coach for almost 14 years now. So yun talagang gusto ko. Because I can teach values, manners, and other things aside from basketball, no, using basketball as a platform. So I like starting with the kids kasi yun yung molding age coach. So I want to strengthen my style and approach, coach, para I could inspire, I guess, and influence more kids to go to the next level and be able to be coached by people like you. So yun nga, based on my learning from you guys, it's really important, the basics and fundamentals, yung skills. And ako, I really put a lot effort on the values and the manners, coach, which I also learned from you, guys. Nagtatanong nga sila sa akin, coach, what the heck daw is the relation of tawag dito, magtapon ng garbage when they eat in the fast food, which I teach them, no, sa basketball. Sabi ko, actually nothing, but it teaches you discipline and humility. So you need to cross the pedestrian lane also. Sabi nila, coach, what's that got to do with basketball? It does not actually, but it teaches you discipline. So you,
yun,
yes, coach.
Actually, that's I call it how you wanted to live it. That's your everyday living.
Yes, coach.
Like there's walang difference yan ng I always ask my na sinasabi ko sa player natin, when you wake up in the morning, you make your bed.
Yes, yes, that's right, coach. Yeah, you
Always
have to make up your bed, so that you're ready for the world.
at least alam mo may nagawa ka na kagad na tama.
Yes, coach. Yung 40 minutes na yung coach, medyo ano sa akin yan, ha? It's a new, normally it's about, medyo umabot ako ng 60 minutes, coach, because
Oh, kasi,
the kids really want to stay longer, pero I know they cannot handle it anymore.
kasi mangyayari doon coach kasi it will create kumbaga that 40 minutes, imagine that 40 minutes they were able to play already.
Yeah, right. Yes, coach. Yeah. Listening to Coach Koy, actually, coach, yun yung dilemma ko. I have like 50 players, tapos may mga girls na ngayon. And really, it's pandemonium. Naalala ko yung word mo na mayhem eh. And it's really literal sa akin. I mean, it's mayhem. It's not even a play. It's the whole situation. It's like in a court, tapos I have like 50 players.
Kasi that's the problem coach eh. That's the problem look, problem natin lahat 'yan. Sabi ko nga sa iyo, lahat tayo ngayon, especially I see the dilemma of the public schools. Eh. Kasi everything's again, even a little space will be turned into
Yes, coach. You're right, coach. Oo.
di ba?
So,
Wala na space.
oo.
Ang dami,
Oo.
wala na talagang space. Especially when na-introduce yung grade, yung grade 11 saka grade 12
Yeah, the senior high, coach.
o senior high. Most of the schools naobligang magpatayo ng additional classrooms.
Yes, yes.
Yung garden na tinatakbuhan ng mga bata, nawala na lahat yun. Eh, bawal rin naman tumakbo sa corridor, coach.
Yes, coach. Yeah, oo. So medyo challenging sa amin 'yon, coach. Lalo na sa grassroots level. But you can always be resourceful about it, as long as you love the game.
Then mag-start na tayo ng it's best I think this is the best time to start club teams. Sa school,
Yes, coach. Yes, yes. Like European style, coach.
sa school wala tayong space.
Yeah.
Walang space. Pero hindi tayo kulang ng basketball courts.
Yeah, yes, coach. Yes, right. So many basketball courts.
Diba?
Yes, yes.
Tayo kulang ng basketball courts. Ang daming basketball courts.
Diyan na ba papasok ang B-Cup, coach? I don't know if you don't mind. Yun naman.
Depende kay Coach Boy.
Actually, coach, sinabi mo na kukulang ng basketball courts. Naalala ko yung mga practices namin with Coach Boyd noon eh. Kahit walang court, may practice.
Pero ngayon, before talaga, ang hirap talaga. Pag umulan, sigurado, plyometrics na lang kayo eh. O kaya, push up eh. Eh ngayon talaga, ang dami ng covered courts, ang dami ng gyms, alam mo yun, ang dami na tayong pagpipilian eh. It's just taking advantage of those.
Yes, tama. You're right, coach. I remember I started lupa, nilalaruan ko ng mga players ko ito sa Cavite.
Oh. Ngayon, kailangan ng player. Pag naglalaro, kailangan sa gym na nga. Ganun
Yes.
Basketball pa. Sabi nga ni Coach Turo sa akin Coach, kay Coach Turo Valenzuela, Coach, ganun pa rin naman yung basketball, di ba? Ganun, pareho pa rin naman yung dribbling pareho pa rin naman yung foul pareho pa rin naman yung
Yes, yes, coach. Coach, yung sports, yung club teams, coach, that's a good, that's a good game changer idea yon.
Yeah. I think take advantage of the reset. Let's reset everything.
Yes, coach.
Ayun. Alright, so kamusta naman yung mga breakout rooms natin? Coach, I bring back the participants from the breakouts. And that's in 4 seconds more. And they'll all be here. Ayun.
Yeah, dalawang sharing muna.
Yeah. And guys, we're currently live on YouTube. Yun. Hindi natin nahanap yung Facebook kanina, Coach, but we're now on YouTube.
We're
Right?
back.
Are everyone here na ba? Right, so we're gonna ask few people to actually share their thoughts on the following questions. First is based on the age-appropriate guidelines that was presented a while ago. What have you realized? Ba, can you name 10 basic basketball skills? Why is it important to teach this to players in grassroots and developmental? Ako, coach, gusto kong magtawag ng mga paborito kong coaches.
Yes,
Okay lang ba?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Pwede ko bang tawagin si Coach Brit? Coach Brit Leroma?
Yes, Coach Brett.
Oy, idol.
Ayan, Coach Brit.
Idol!
How are you, brother?
Idol, Coach Brett.
Nandito pa ba si Coach Brit?
Coach Brett, Idol.
Wala ata si Coach Brit. Ayun. Ay, need to go na daw siya. Ayun, si Coach Asli na lang. Coach Asli Guro.
Yes, Coach.
Ayan, si Coach Asli. Coach Asli. Doon based sa questions natin, Coach. What?
Hello, Coach Lu.
Hi.
Good afternoon, bro. Apo. Naday tayo ni Coach Brett doon, ah.
Kaya nga, nag-bail out si Coach Brit eh.
Yes, Coach. First question, yung realization. Dapat ang tatanong ko kay Coach Luke, ano ba yung dapat na tactic na ituro na sa ganun sa 6 to 8 eh? para pagtanda, alam na. Ano bang strategy na kagad?
Later, yeah, I'll answer that, bro.
Baka hindi ibigay yung secret eh. Baka matalo, JRU. Tama si Coach Lu, talagang 6 to 8, it's more on yung skills development. Tsaka yung nakuha ko, yung note ko talaga. Kasi minsan hindi natin tinuturo yung game situation as yung mga terminologies. Malaking parte yan eh. At least yung 6 to 12, alam mo na kagad tawag dyan? Alam mo na gagawin pag timeout, pag ball session, alam niya na, tinuturo na dapat yun. So malaking bagay yan. Note ko talaga. Sabi ko, tuturo na namin yun doon sa mga 12 under namin. Aside sa skills, yung game situation, game development terminologies, dagdagan pa. Yun ang nakita ko kanina, yung note ko nga kanina. And then yung basketball drill, basic drills, parang kulang pa yata ako. Basketball stance, read and react, shooting, passing, dribbling, laterals, rebounding, backsouting. At least yung mga basic na tinuturo natin. Importante, sabi ko nga kanina sa breakout room, why it is important. Kasi sabi nga kanina ni Coach Louie, pag hindi alam ng coach na yung tinuturo at pumunta ka sa high school o sa college program, hindi mo alam, it will impact on the coach pag hindi mo naturo yun na maayos. So, pero kung kilala namin na, galing niya kay Coach Louie nung high school, marunong na mag-basic yan, madali nang turuan yan, kunin na natin sa college team natin yan. So, that one important, bakit important tayo turo yung basic? Kasi it will reflect on the program, the culture of the coach, kung saan ka nanggaling. And syempre, kung saan ka pupunta, hindi ka basta-basta makukuha sa team kung ikaw hindi marunong ng basic, so mahirap kang turuan. Yon, Coach Koy, Coach Lu, thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Asli. Coach Lu?
Yeah.
You have something?
Yeah, okay yun. Nag-thank you lang ako kay Coach Ashley. Yeah.
Alright, let's ask another person to give a reaction and answer the question that we have. Let's have Coach Rain Olarte. Ayan. Coach Rain?
Yeah, from Bulacan.
Hello, Coach.
Hi, Coach.
I'm from Marikina po.
Marikina.
Apo. Okay. Yung question number 1 is po, parang medyo nahihilo pa po kami kasi yung bracket po na 6 to 8 is sila po yung mas masipag po na mag-training, sila po yung maaga po na pumupunta po sa training talagang before 30 minutes po nung time, nandun na po sila. Talagang sila po yung early bird kesa po dun sa mga talagang yung passion po nila, talagang po silang matuto. And meron po kaming yung sa number 2 po is before po kami mag-start, po kami ng may quiz po sila kung ano po yung natututunan po nila dun sa training po namin. Yun po. Thank you po.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. Coach, tanong ko lang, Coach Rain, can you
Apo.
name 10 basic basketball skills po? Ito din, quiz
Um,
din po ito, Coach.
okay, shooting, dribbling, laterals, rebound, read and react, lateral stance, mga ano pa, uh, violations po.
Good.
Yan po.
Okay. Thank you, Coach Rain.
Okay,
Okay
thank you,
po. Thank
Coach
you po,
Rain.
Coach Louie, Coach Koy.
Alright.
Coach Louie,
Yeah.
gusto mo na bang sagutin? Ano tong mga 10 basic basketball skills na ito?
Yan, actually, nandun naman eh. Tama naman. Wala namang mali eh. Tama lahat yung
Yeah.
sa nila. Diba? Pero ito sa akin lang, for the purpose of teaching, that's why we're doing this. Purpose of teaching, okay, tapos purpose of trying to at least nasa-separate specifics, diba? Being specific. Okay, kasi that's how you plan everything eh. Okay, specifically okay on shooting, finishing, dribbling, so lahat yan. Yeah. Yeah, so very good. Thank you for sharing Coach Ashley and Coach Rain. Yes.
Okay. Great. So we're moving to our part 2 now, Coach Louie.
Yeah, so here is my so I'm gonna share screen again. Okay, we'll continue with the slide. So slideshow. Okay, so this one. Okay. Basketball basic skills. Okay. Before, okay, siguro with science and everything. Okay, we always just the basketball basic skills. Okay, it's all about just dribbling, shooting, passing and defense, right? Ganun lang yung explanation nila ng basic skills ng basketball. Now, ako, okay, through the years, okay, since nakikita ko yung importance, okay, I try to expand. Okay? I try to expand. I know this is parang hindi kulang pa. Okay, there's more to it. Okay, I think even the character building should be a part of the basketball basic skill. A team player that needs to be a part, okay, of your basketball skill. Okay, because that's sacrifice. Yung kumbaga you're willing to sacrifice. That's the attitude. Okay, it's the holistic. Okay, yung pagiging tao. Alright. So, but in technical, okay, ito yung nakikita ko, okay, the basketball basic skills. Right? So, I start first with dribbling, passing, shooting, finishing, rebounding, cutting, screening, on the ball defense, off the ball defense, and footwork. Okay? Because this needs to be a skill right now that needs to be developed. Okay? As individually, okay, and as a team. All right? Now, I'll go back to our first topic. Okay? It's the basic fundamental. All right? Now, coaches, I'm gonna discuss just one basic basketball skill. Okay? Then the rest, I'm gonna leave it to you. Okay? To chat down what are the essentials of each basketball skills. Okay? This will help you a lot in your teachings. If you know the fundamentals of passing, okay, then you create drills after that. Okay? That's the correction. That's where the correction happens. Okay? You again, 'di ba? How many times in basketball language that you will hear, okay? Stick to the fundamentals. Diba? Let's stick to the fundamentals. Let's make it simple. Just stick to the fundamentals. Because that's where teaching happens. That's where correction happens. That's how you're gonna look, okay, if they're doing the right thing or not. Know the fundamentals of each skills. Okay? So, this, I think this one, okay, you cannot and invest, okay, later on I'll discuss it, we invest times in practice doing each, okay, especially if you're teaching the grassroots, okay, here ang dami mo nang magagawa, okay, fundamentals of dribbling package, especially once you're getting advanced already, there's the cutting, there's the screening, on the ball defense, off the ball defense, okay, fundamentals of off the ball defense. Staying low, staying wide, staying start. Those are the things. Okay, the reason bakit ba tayo naka-stay low. Okay? So here, okay, again, I'll leave it to you. Okay, if you wanted to share with me, okay, kung ano yung mga fundamentals nito, okay, I'm okay. Okay, I really wanted na i-share nyo sa akin kung ano yung nakita nyo fundamentals ng each basketball skills. Tapos mag-usap. Then we talk. Right? So I'll show you, ito yung ganito muna yung ko gagawin. Fundamentals of dribbling. Again, I'm gonna just show you samples. Right? This is to be the fundamentals of dribbling. The fundamentals of dribbling to me is use your fingertips, not palm. Keeping your eyes up, staying low, knees bend, dribble at least waist high, use your other arm and body to protect the ball. Okay? Siguro, maybe meron pa ako na may miss dyan. Okay? Pero sa akin, it's balance. Kung ano yung dapat nagagawa ng kaliwa, nagagawa ng kanan. Alright? Kasi, sometimes, when we ask them, okay? Ito yung susunod na sa akin mahalaga. Kinds of dribbles. Usually, when you ask coaches, what are the kinds of dribbles? Okay? They will answer you crossover, between the legs, behind the back. Tama? Okay? Akin, ito yon. Okay? At ito yung mas sa akin, mas importanteng matutunan ng mga players. Is the speed dribble, the attack and pound dribble, and the setup dribble. That three things. More importantly. Okay. Keeping it basic. Keeping it really basic. Okay? So, ito muna. Kasi hindi naman useless eh. Okay, to us, it's all about to me, it's all about efficiency. Okay, so every time I ask my players the kinds of dribbles that you can use sa game, ito naman talaga yung magagamit mo sa game eh. I don't know. Am I right, Coach Koy? These are the dribbles that you can use in games. Tama? Okay? Now, types of dribbling. This is the ball handling. This is your ball handling skills. Okay? So the crossover, the behind the back, between the legs, inside out, step back dribble, spin dribble, these are your ball handling skills. But these are not kinds of, kasi minsan, we only teach this one. We only teach this in practice. Kaya the tendency of our players, even if hindi naman kailangan gawin tong dribble na to, ginagawa nila to. Okay? So again, that's how I chart it. Okay? From the 10 basketball basic skills, okay? So I list it down, okay, my fundamentals of dribbling. Here are my kind of dribbles, and here are the types of dribbling. So I don't know if you maybe we understand this now. Okay. Again, at least these are okay, because these to me are the important. Because these are game specifics. They can use this in games. Okay? Just knowing that the speed, attack, and pound dribble, that's it. To me, that's fine already. Okay? I do this sometimes as warm up. I do this just to refresh the minds. Okay? But I don't dwell on this too much. Because in my book, okay, 3 dribbles, you need to pass that ball. Max 3 dribbles, you need to pass that ball. Okay? Okay, I'm so bad teaching types of dribbling. Because I am against it. My heart is against it. Because I would rather teach passing. I would rather teach passing and cut, passing and cut, passing and cut. Okay, then finish and moves. Right? So next, okay, this is I want you to understand. Okay, maybe okay, coaches, I wanted to share this with you. Okay, because remember, okay, if you know how to read this one, okay, the basketball play diagram is the universal language of basketball coaches. Right? I appreciate what Coach Allen is doing right now, sharing his playbooks, but that will be useless, if you cannot interpret, okay? Okay, because as coaches, and not just coaches. That's why I invited players also, to join, watching my itong webinar na to. Kasi his players should understand this. Me, I spend time, at least one or two practice, to explain the diagrams, to explain movement, to explain terms. Okay? Kasi I always talk with that. Okay? Because that was it was built, na-invento yan kasi para mas madali yung communication. Right? This is for communication purposes. Imagine, sports is all about communicate. If you have good communication with your players, it's mas madali 'yon. Okay, it's all about communication. Okay, madaming natalo, maraming nanalo because of miscommunication or because of good communication. Right? That was the same thing, the very reason why you practice every day. Okay, especially with the big ones. Especially with the big ones because it's more advanced already. They practice every day so that they get to know each other. They get to learn all the situations that might happen. Okay, that's the reason you practice every day. Basketball is a million. It's an infinite situation. Every inch on the court, okay, dun sa floor sa court, okay, is a different story. Right? But sometimes still, okay, because we were able to practice a lot. We were able to cover a lot of situations and we were able to dictate. Okay? I think marami sa atin dito parang while nasa game tayo, parang deja vu yung nangyayari. Parang this happened already. And you know how to react. It's easy for you to react because parang nangyari na. Diba? Now, if you feel that in the game, parang ang dali-daling mag-coach. Diba? Nasa zone ka. You're in the zone and it's so easy. Why? Because you were able to cover that already. You were able to handle that situation already. You were able to learn from that situation already. Right? So, again, okay, the importance of basketball play, it's our language. It's our language. Kasi kahit anong gawin ko, okay, sabi ko minsan nagmi-meeting kami ni Coach Koy, kahit I can draw a lot of sideline inbound, baseline inbound plays, okay, quick hitter plays, I can draw a lot. I can draw a lot. Okay? But the problem is, kaya ba ng coaches maintindihan? Okay? It's important. Alright? So, these are the drawings. Okay? So, you can Okay, anyway, we're gonna share the PDF after naman. Okay, you can screenshot already. Okay, so most of the time, okay, drawings, these are the universal drawings. Okay. Okay, the O's, the X and the O, and the X and the X's and the O's. Okay, ito yung sinasabi nilang X and O's. Offense is the O's, okay, offense are the X. Right? So, dribbling, zigzag. Zigzag lines represent, okay, ito yung ball, player, okay, na may bola. Okay, drawing this, sometimes you don't need to draw the ball anymore. Okay, just draw number 1. Okay, then zigzag. Okay, kung saan siya pupunta. Okay, that's it. Basta zigzag line, automatic, it means you bring the ball down. You bring the ball here. Okay, as you talk, drawing it, okay, so you bring the ball here. Okay, so player movement are just straight with arrows. Okay, player screen is like yan, may letter T. Okay, passing is broken lines. Okay, broken dash. Okay, then player shooting is dot dot dot, dotted lines. Okay, so tingnan lang natin to. This is a simple explanation. Okay, so as if you're doing a pass and cut. Okay, so okay, first one, okay, this one, player 1, okay, has the ball, okay, dribble, okay, the first pass, okay, so dash line with 1 here, okay, then on this line, ibig sabihin, wala na siyang bola, tama? So that's why it's a straight line na. Okay? Then 2 stays, okay, dash line, okay, with 2 here, it means the second pass, and that goes for the finish. Okay? So the explanation there on that drawing is ball handler 1 passes to wing, cuts the basket for return pass, and the give and go action is one of the oldest or prettiest plays in basketball ever. Now, this is a down screen action. Okay, so player 3 is the one moving first. Okay, set the screen. Okay, 2 comes out. Okay, then 1 passes. So that's how you draw a down screen action. Okay, now if you see things like this, okay, so that's your down screen action. Now, floor spots. Okay. This is how I communicate my players. Okay, everyone should understand this. Okay, so top of the key, wing, wing. This is the 3-point line extended, the free throw line extended. Okay, here they call it they call it the elbow, the high post, or the pinch. Call it the mid post. Okay, low post, short corner, corner. Imagine if while you're trying to communicate with your players, you just have to tell the spot. Kunyari, Coach Koy, okay, stay ka sa left wing. O Coach Rain, you're in the right wing. Okay? Coach Ethel, top of the key. Okay, Coach Louie, okay, you start at the elbow. Okay, and then you get the first pass. Okay? So, it's important that we know alam ng mga players nyo to. Okay? Kasi eventually, okay, again, if you're able to develop a good one, kasi minsan, it's very frustrating eh. Diba? And most of us, okay, we recommend players sa mga coaches. Tama? Okay, most of us, we're trying to develop players. We're developing athletes. Okay, now, kunyari, ikaw, player ni Coach Louie, pumunta ngayon sa Maynila. Coach, magaling to. Okay, lakas, mga 6'3", wing to wing. Okay, malakas rebound, magaling shoot, magaling mag-isolation. Right? Now, dumating ngayon sa Maynila, nag-practice na. Kunyari, ngayon tinawag kunyari ng coach. Coach Louie, kunyari, Louie pangalan ng player. Louie, pumunta ka nga, okay, stay dito ka sa, let's do this play. Dito ka sa wing, sa 3-point line extended. Okay? Now, si player ngayon, hindi niya alam kung saan yung 3-point line extended. Tatanong niya pa, Coach, ano po yun? Masakit, pag tinanong, ano po yun? Hindi saan. Kaliwa ba o kanan? Kasi pag tinanong, at least kung ang tanong, 3-point, o sige, pumunta ka sa 3-point line extended. Pag tinanong, Coach, kaliwa ba o kanan? Left or right? 3-point line extended. That I can, kaya ko yung ma-accept. Pero pag tinanong ako ng player, Coach, ano po yung 3-point line extended? Kahit ganong kataas yung tingin ko sa'yo, bababa yun sa play. Kumbaga yung value ng athlete, bababa. Pero hindi yun kasalanan ng athlete. Do you understand me on that? It's not the athlete's fault. Okay? We're somehow, okay, responsible dun sa hindi natin naituro sa kanya yung universal language ng basketball. Okay? Kasi mamala mo, pagdating doon sa inyo, iba yung language mo, then that become a problem now. Yung mga players na galing sa probinsya, hindi alam yung communication. Kasi natatalo sila. Actually, mas malalakas naman talaga yung players from the province. Madalas, sigurado ako mas malakas yung katawan ng mga yan. Kasi para bumili ng suka yan, lalakad ng 1 kilometro. Yung taga Maynila, bibili ng suka, lalabas lang ng gate, meron na. Alam mo yun? Ganun madalas yung istorya. Pero, ayun nga. So, as coaches, okay, either you're from the province or you're from here, okay, I think this is basic. This is basic that you should know this. Right? So that's why ako sinasabi ko importante na ma-share ko to. Importante na ma-share ko to. Right? So going to the next slide. Okay? These are the basketball cuts. Okay? Again, I know you have your terms already, but it's always best that we start now with one language. Okay? The curl cut, deep cut, shallow cut, fair cut. Okay? It's also first that you understand, coaches, it's like materials are all available now sa YouTube. Okay, lahat yan nasa internet na. Okay? So how coaches explains, okay, they use this language as well. Right? Now, how you teach this to your players, use this language also. So they get used to it. Everybody gets used to it. Till tayong lahat. Okay? Kumbaga sa basketball, ang mangyari na lang sana, okay, ang pangarap ko, okay, I think that's one of my advocacy being okay, right now your current president sa Coaches Association is to have one language sa terminologies. I think that's one thing that I don't know, Coach Boy, do you agree on me on this one that let's basketball teachings, malaking bagay po talaga. I think we need to upgrade already. Okay, again, it's okay. Syempre, iba mo kakausapin yung yung players kasi advantage naman talaga yun. Hindi ko alam minsan kung ano yung lugi ang minsan ang disadvantage kasi ako pag Bisaya na yung meron din tayong isang language lahat. Okay? That eventually players naman natin yung makikinabang dito. Kasi kami we're so deep in that. Ako unang-unang tinatanong ko kasi taking instructions and pag-take ng instruction should be a part of your trainings. Okay? And that needs to be developed, okay, doon sa 9 to 12 years old. Yung kasama yan sa development ng 9 to 12 years old, yung pag-take ng instructions. Isipin nyo, kung 9 to 12 years old pa lang, naturuan natin mag-take ng instruction, gaano na tayo ka-advance, okay, pagdating nila ng 16 years old. Kasi ang problema sa atin ngayon, okay, mang scenario pa sa atin ngayon, at malaki pa yung percentage na tinuturuan pa natin high school na or college na, tinuturuan pa natin mag-take ng instructions eh. Hindi pa marunong mag-follow ng instructions eh. Especially galing sa mga ATOs, timeouts, or adjustments. Diba? If kung nasanay na tayo yung mga athletes natin, 10 to 12 years old, okay, marunong na silang mag-take ng instructions because of our teachings. Okay? Again, sa atin pa rin po manggagaling yun. Okay, napakalaking bagay na. Right? So, basic cuts. Okay? Then basic screens. Okay. Understand the difference. Okay? A staggered screen, offset siya. Ang elevator screen is like elevator doors. Okay? Moving, tapos sasara. Okay? Moving, tapos sasara. Alright? Then, the sample ng stack screen, okay, it's like this. They were set, okay, tapos dun, the shooter will go around. Okay, back screen, flare screen, okay, simple down screen. Now, imagine, coaches, I got this, okay, kinuha ko yan, kumbaga, I copied this from sa internet kasi I need to prepare. Imagine, these are different, magkaiba sila ng website, okay? Pero nakita niyo, if you notice the drawing, it's the same. Right? Okay, passes, okay, is dash lines. Okay, screen is one line, then may perpendicular line. Then lahat ng offense, okay, meron pa rin. Okay, defense is this one. Okay, yung offense movement ng off the ball guys, all right, straight line. Again, kaya ako nababasa ko na siya kasi I understand this. Okay, I understand this. Right? Now, moving forward, okay, I wanted to share to you a sample practice plan. And this is, to me, okay, sobrang effective. Again, working with these guys, okay, working with yung experience ko with junior NBA, with my experience dun sa British school, okay, because we need to set the, okay, they set a high standards on me that I need to do my planning, I need to do my yearly goals, monthly goal, weekly goals, and daily practices. Okay? So nakita ko yung importance talaga niya. Okay? And remember, coaches, this is not hard. Okay? Planning, okay, it's okay, thinking of a plan, drafting a plan, okay, makes the work easier. Okay? Kasi minsan iniisip natin nakakatamad gumawa ng plano eh. Alright? Now, doon ka papasok doon sa saying ng preparing to if you fail to prepare, okay? So you're nagpe-prepare ka na maging bigo, di ba? Alright? So planning is always gets the half of the work, half of the job done. Okay? And with this one, okay, ako encourage you to do yours, right? Kasi mas nagiging efficient tayo with this one. Mas marami kang time, okay, na magawa, okay, ibang bagay, okay, na mas makakatulong pa para dun sa mga athletes mo and your team. Alright? Now, so ako, so kunyari, magre-return ako sa practice. Okay? The performance test, okay, malaking bagay yan. Okay, working with Gatorade for the last 10 years also. Okay, twice a year for the last 10 years. Okay? Yung importance nung ginagawa nila, okay, na yung napanood naman natin some of you were able to attend yung Junior NBA selection camps wherein we get the vitals ng bawat atleta and siguro if this not effective, NBA would not buy it. Okay? PBA will not buy it also. Okay? Kasi coaches look for this also in performance test. Okay? So, okay, since na yan muna, so, kunyari, yan, goal for the month, performance test, tactics, and out-of-bound plays. Okay, I'll go first with my performance test monitoring sheet. Okay? So, kami, okay, this is what I got from working with Gatorade. Right? So, every start of the preseason, coming off preseason, okay, this is the first thing that we do. Okay? Now, coach, magtatanong ba sa atin yan? Coach, mag-a-apply ba to sa 6 to 8 years old? Okay? You don't, okay, pwede mag-apply. Okay? You have them do push-ups, okay? Kneeling push-ups. Sit-ups, okay rin. Okay? But make sure you just target. Okay, you just have put a target. They can do 5, they can do 6. Okay, it's best. Okay, but when you're with 9 to 12, 12 to 15, and 16 and up, okay, the more, okay, na you need to have your performance test monitoring sheets. And when's the time to do this? You can do it at the start of every month. Okay, you can do it every 2 weeks, especially if you're monitoring foundation, if you're monitoring weight gains, okay, muscle development, okay, and strength development. Okay, you can do it every start of the season and post season. Okay, there's importance to it. Okay, because there you will identify kung sino yung mga, kasi pag hindi mo yan kukunin, minsan ang iniisip mo tumangkad yung player dahil lang sa nakita mo. Pero knowing, okay, kung gaano kalaki yung nilaki niya, will give you mas magandang data yung hawak mo. Tama? Okay, so ganun yung nangyayari. Push-ups, okay, actually just doing the drills. Okay? You will realize the importance of the foundation nila. Okay? Sa amin kasi napaka-importante niyan. Especially, okay, even sa lahat, pati diet ng players, okay, diet ng players I monitor. Okay, even yung kunyari, this is the demand I will have. Okay, especially pag malakas yung demand ko ng conditioning, I always speak to my strength and conditioning coach. Okay, kasi kailangan you need to understand yung recovery nila. Okay, yung oras ng tulog nila. Okay, all of the factors you need to understand. Okay? And coaches, tulad ako, I'm so into much with hydration. Okay? It also made me realize as well, okay, na yung tayo as human being, pag nauhaw pa lang, once we get thirsty, it means we're getting dehydrated already. Okay? Understand that. Okay? What more are the players? Okay? What more? Yung nawawala sa kanila, yung kasi fluid. Okay? The fluids in every 1 hour. Imagine that. Okay, kung nagtataka kayo, pumapayat yung players nyo, hindi sila nagkakamuscle. Okay? Imagine kasi, ilang weight, ilan yung percent ng fluids dun sa katawan natin. Right? And during exercises, okay, every 1 hour of exercise is 1 liter loss. Okay. How much yung weight ng 1 liter loss sa isang athlete? If you're not gonna refuel that, if you're not gonna replenish that. So, ganun ka-importante yung hydration. Okay? Kaya ngayon, magtataka kapag taka ka, kung nakita mo yung player mo na pumapayat imbis na tumalaki. Okay? Kasi tayo gusto natin sa basketball kasama before hindi yan uso. Pero ngayon sa basketball kasama na dapat bulk yung players mo. Mas malakas yung katawan ng players mo, mas maganda. Okay? Mas makapal yung katawan ng players mo, much better. Okay? Kasi that's where all strength and power happens. Hindi totoo na pag magaang, mas malakas. Okay? Mas mabilis. Hindi. Basketball is, pag long distance runner ka, okay yan, manipis ka. Pero basketball is a stop and go. It's a change of pace game. Okay? Now, if you'll go to science, okay, yung take-off ang mahalaga. Yung first step ang mahalaga. Alright? And that first step comes from muscle. Your take-off comes from muscle. Yung muscle development. That's why footwork is a basic skill in basketball. Okay? Because that's where it all happens. Okay? Yung sinasabi natin, yung iba, Coach Ray mentioned about lateral movement, lateral slides. Okay? Nandun yun sa footwork. Tama? Okay? Nandun lahat yan sa footwork. Okay? All your movements, your stop and go, your change of direction, okay? Your close outs, your quick steps, okay? Your Euro step, okay? Your dribbling, okay? Dribbling is all about footwork. Okay? Dribbling is all about footwork. So that's why it's a basic drill. Right? So coaches, again, babalik ako. Okay? Kaya ako nagpapasalamat ako kasi talaga, okay, I'm thankful to Gatorade, okay? Kasi malaki talaga yung malaki talaga yung naitulong, yung realization, okay, sa akin. Before, coaches, ang tendency, pag hindi nyo nagagawa yung drill, bawal uminom. Ikaw kaya, kumbaga tayo, ikaw nauuhaw ka, hindi ka iinom. Ano yung pakiramdam mo? Diba? You feel bad about it, right? And we don't do that, right? So, guys, keep the sheet. Have your performance test monitoring sheet. Okay, I'll post it as well. Okay, then you can start. Okay, make it a habit. Make it a habit na you always wanted to get datas of your athletes. Okay. Now, remember, these are one sheet of the many sheet that you need to collect. Okay? As coaches, okay? This is just 15%. Maybe 15% pa lang yan of your program. Okay? Keep your shooting, meron kang shooting yung shot chart mo. Okay, shot monitoring, okay, percentage nila, free throws, okay, finishes, layups, okay, even your plays, okay, yung mga game spots nyo, shots, mga sweet spots nyo sa court, you need to record everything. That this player is better with the left, this player is less shooter on the right, okay. Actually, minsan unconsciously just get it. Then while you're trying, then habang ginagawa niya, pinag-aaralan niya, you're trying to get the average, you realize something. Okay, malaking bagay po yun. Para during timeouts, alam mo ba yung reason, hindi lang naman para malaman ng player, mahina siya dun sa spot na yun Para during timeouts, alam mo rin i-position yung sarili mo, yung mga players mo, kung saan sila yung high percentage nila kung saan sila pwedeng maging advantage. Kung if you're aware of those kung nasaan yung strength nila. Okay, na kunyari si player A is very good on short corner left side. Alam mo na doon mo siya ilalagay. 'Di ba? Minsan kasi ayaw mo na bakit dapat pala sa kaliwa kita nilagay? Kasi magdi-dribble ka pa kanan eh. Sa kanan kita sinimula, nawala na yung space mo kasi hindi ka makadribble ng kaliwa. Alam mo yun? Those things. Okay? You should know your personnel. Alright? So, with that, okay? So, okay, let's go to the question and answer. Coach Koy. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much, Coach Louis Gonzalez. Let's give him a round of applause, please. And thank you so much. And before we move on to our question and answer portion, Coach Louis, I'll just have some few announcements. Right, so I would just like to invite our coaches for other huddles as well ng hoops. Okay, so tomorrow we will have MPBL Path to PBA with Will Macaloni and Chris Bitoon. Right, that will be tomorrow. You can still register at hoopsph.com for that talk. And then, for next week, we have motivations with Coach Heidi Ong, the current head coach of UST women's basketball team, and also the head coach of Enderon College. Okay, on June 23, we also gonna have Project KKKK. Ayan. Kalaro, kaibigan, kasama, kakwentuhan. With athletes from different schools across the Philippines. All over the Philippines, rather. Ayan. So, ito yung sabi ko kanina, Coach Louis Gonzalez is just the start of this coaching forum. All right. So, coaching fundamentals is the part 1 of this. Okay, forum 1. Next week, Wednesday, we will have Coach Jong Oichico, who is gonna be talking about from good to great to unstoppable. So that's from his journey from being the coach player, his realization why he became a coach, becoming a great coach, his journey, his struggles as a coach, and now unstoppable because he's also like Coach Louis here, coaching coaches like us to become great coaches. And so after Coach, that will be on June 17. So after Coach Jong Chico, we will also have Leadership with a Heart. This will be a leadership and communication forum, okay, to actually address leadership and communication on your team. So this would be with Coach Hernando Planels. Okay, Coach Hernando Planels is the former associate coach of the Duke University women's basketball team and currently the head coach of Junior Tall Ferns New Zealand, and also the leadership and connection coach for Be Contagious Leadership. Ayan, isa po yan sa mga dapat nating abangan. And for culture, we have Beyond Sports with Coach Noli Ayo. So this would be making the culture of your team beyond sports. Coach Noli Ayo is the University Athletics Director of the Ateneo de Davao University and convener of the Mindanao Peace Games, one of also my great mentor, and also the former head coach of the Ateneo de Naga Golden Knights. Ayan, that's Coach Noli Ayo. And hindi ko pa na-include dito, I would just give you a heads up. If Coach Louis Gonzalez here got coaching fundamentals, we also have a topic for fundamentals of coaching. Ayan naman. So that will be a talk with one of the 2019 NBTC speaker. That would be Coach Rob Beveridge. If you knew him, he'll be talking here on hoops as well. That will be on July, right? So we have tons of coaches lined up for you guys. So just like the Facebook page of hoops so that you'll get updated. All right. So before we proceed to our question and answer portion and to our final breakout session. First of all, I would like to thank our sponsor for today, Gatorade. Right? Salamat Gatorade for bringing Coach Louis Gonzalez to Hoops Huddle and future endeavors with Coach Louis here on Hoops. Tama pala, Coach Louis. Tama ba? This will not be the last time Coach Louis will be
Yes,
here.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
there will be other episodes with Coach Louis again. Siguro part 2 ng coaching fundamentals, ganun. Right? With Coach Louis Gonzalez. Right, so siguro magiging assignment niyo dyan is you will create your own yung coaching schedules. Tama ba? Yung the coaching schedules ninyo para naman makita natin sa next forum with Coach Louis Gonzalez. Right? So, moving forward, let's have the breakout room 3 only for just 5 minutes. Okay? So, this is just a quick run through. So, what are the best practices in teaching these basic basketball skills you have? Share it with your breakout rooms. What are the best practices in teaching this basic basketball skills to your players? What are your best practices back at home? Okay. And the second question would be, what are your major takeaways on this forum? Ano yung mga natutunan niyo kay Coach Louis Gonzalez? Kung nagbago ba yung perspective ninyo sa teaching basketball, this is your time to share it, okay? On your breakout rooms, right? So we're bringing you to your breakout rooms. This would be just quick, just a 5 to 6 minutes breakout room, all right? All right, here we go. Right, so sa lahat po na nanonood ngayon sa atin sa YouTube, ayan, meron po tayong mga viewers ngayon po, Coach Louis, sa YouTube. And we would like to thank them also for, taking their time to open their YouTube channel. We do apologize we haven't done it on Facebook. We have some technical difficulties, but don't worry, we're gonna fix it on our next forums. And also, kung kayo ay nanonood sa inyong mga tahanan or kung saan man kayo ngayon, na nanonood ngayon sa YouTube, please do answer also this question. What are the best practices in teaching this basic basketball skills that you've learned today to your players? Ano yung mga best practices nyo? You could reflect on that. And then, what are your major takeaways on today's forum as well? Ayan. Right? So after this, Coach Louis will have a question and answer portion with some of our participants. Ayan.
Mom, ano may restriction itong YouTube?
Ayan. Coach Louis?
Yeah.
Any words sa ating mga kasama sa YouTube ngayon? Ayan.
Thank you. Sana if you have questions, okay, just feel free na mag-comment and para at least ma-answer natin at maka-share pa tayo. Yeah.
Participants.
Nakakatuwa alam mo. Okay, that's why I always love doing this kasi it makes me realize a lot of things also. Baga okay, I learned guys a lot. Alam mo, nag-share ako pero natututo pa rin ako. Okay, habang nagsasalita ako, and there are a lot of things that talaga nagka-come out na lang doon sa bigla sa isip ko Na alright, so I think this is the best na gawin ko sa susunod. Yeah, ganun.
Right. Coach, maraming salamat din, Coach, kasi for my part, as a rookie coach, I'm learning a lot coming from you po. And hindi na lang si Coach Rael yung tinatanong-tanong ko. Pati ikaw na din. Coach Rael, nandyan ka pa ba?
Coach?
It's malaking bagay talaga if we're able to establish one language na lang talaga dito sa basketball. Kumbaga, at least yung mga athletes natin would understand now lahat. Right? Hindi na kailangan ng again, because I take it as my pride. Kumbaga, being on the floor, nakita ko yung high level, yung mataas na level, talagang minsan ah nakakalungkot. Nakakalungkot na ang daming players na skills-wise, pwedeng-pwede sila dun sa pro. Alright? Pero, ayun nga, nagkakaroon sila ng problema sa pag-take ng instructions, pag-follow ng mga plays. Tapos, ayun yung nagiging fall nila. Right? And we can do something about it. Okay? As coaches, okay? Again, take advantage of the reset. Okay? Let's have one language right now. If you want, okay, I can, if everybody would agree on this, okay, pwede ako yung mag-start niyan eh. Kumbaga, pwede kong i-post yun kung ito na lang ang teaching, kung how we teach it, okay, how we using what terms are we gonna use, okay. Actually, I started already. Once ma-complete ko, I'll share it here. I'll share it with you, Koy. I'll share it with my Elgon's corner coaching group. Okay? Papashare ko rin kay Coach Allen sa coaches community. So, lahat na pwede kong gamiting platform, I'll use it. Kasi hindi naman para sa akin eh. Okay, para din sa mga, para sa inyo na, again, I salute you all coaches. We're building leaders. Okay? Whatever level we are, okay, wherever you are, whatever man yung pino-coach mo, again, okay, you're doing something good, okay, and I salute you all. Right?
Right, ayun. Right, so I think they're coming back to the main room in 20 more seconds. Ayan. Antayin na lang natin yung the rest of our
Meron
coaches.
pala akong babatiin kay Coach Arvin, yung ICCT Blue Dragons niya. Coach Arvin, kamusta?
Yan.
Coach Boy, may sinare akong picture kay Coach Pong. Pinakita na ba sa'yo?
Ako, nakita ko kanina. Coach Louie, may picture din ako sa kanya nung bata-bata pa siya. Si-share ko din sa'yo.
Coach Boy, very good friend of my dad. Talagang sobra. I guess yung photo that I've shared with you, that was 24 years ago.
1996, Coach, di ba? Tama.
Oo.
Yeah.
Ganun katagal na kami magkakilala.
Coach, I met Coach Boy in college. Ayan. So, lahat ng mga tinuturo ko sa mga players ko ngayon, kay Coach Boy yun galing. Lahat ng drills. Yung mga, Coach Boy, yung mga bulan-bulan, yung mga ganun. sa kanya yun galing eh. Coach, naka-mute ka po. Ay, try natin i-unmute si Coach.
Ayan.
Coach Louie?
Yeah.
Coach Andrew?
Oh yeah, hi Coach. Yeah.
Coach, just going back doon sa universal language, Coach, really appreciate if you can share it, Coach, especially sa grassroots coaches, para magamit namin sa mga younger kids. Sabi mo nga kanina, I understand it. It's better that they learn it earlier.
Kasi talaga, again, it's all, kay makastruggle eh. Imagine, ang tryout ng mga schools, right? Always minimum agad yan. Minimum. Paano kung kunyari, ang mood ni coach nung nagpa-tryout siya, kung sino yung nakaka-understand ng basketball terms, pasok.
Yes, Coach. Yeah, I see your point, Coach. Yeah. So we will get it from the Elgon's Corner, Coach, or from Coach Miko?
You can get it from the Elgon's Corner. I'll share it also with the Big Up page. And also sample ng mga practice plans also nung sa age-appropriate guidelines natin.
Yes, Coach.
Share that.
Especially for the grassroots level, I think Coach Miko understands this. Malaking bagay yan, Coach. We can start using that jargon.
Understand also when you talk about grassroots basketball, you're talking about also different levels.
Yes, coach.
So, the focus, okay, yung practice plan mo will depend. Okay? Kung saan kasi merong mga 6 to 8, there's always an elite group on that age group.
Okay, coach.
May elite group 'yan. Meron niyang novice, meron niyang beginners.
Yes, coach.
Okay? So, those things, it's kayo na ang kayo na ang magde-determine. Okay?
Mhm.
Kung ano yung best practice na pwedeng ipakita sa kanila. Pero I think, again, ang majority is more on novice talaga pa.
Mhm.
Diba?
Yes,
So,
coach.
I'll try to create practice on everything para makita nyo na it's the same progression.
Mhm.
Kasi hindi mo naman kailangan bago-baguhin. Okay?
Yes, coach.
Kailangan lang yung investment ng time.
Mhm.
Okay? Now, with the beginners, you spend 20 minutes on this one. Okay? With the
Okay.
novice, okay, you spend 15 minutes. With the elites, you just spend 10 minutes, then introduce another. Alam mo yun? Ganun lang
Yes,
naman.
coach.
Oo, hindi mo kailangan na babago-bago. Again, it's
Siguro, coach, we should also have a universal template na lang for the whole Philippines coming from you na susundin namin.
Moving forward, we'll do that. Siguro after this pandemic, okay, magmi-meeting na uli kami ni Coach Jong for this one. Okay, we wanted to align.
Yes, coach. Yeah. Para may uniformity tayo, coach. Para yung yung fundamentals and basics namin sa grassroots.
Yeah, tsaka I think that the more na mapapakinabangan natin yung mga content if we understand everything already.
Yes, coach.
Kahit anong drawing yan, kahit anong pakita yan, if we're capable already to understand those things, easily we can apply to our system. Pero again, okay, pick up, okay, be a sponge, pick up. Pero make sure, okay, have your own. You need to have
Yes. The personality side, coach. Yes, coach.
your personality, okay, your philosophy, okay, the way on how you're gonna again, hindi ko na sinasabi, okay, have your style also of teaching it.
Yes,
Okay?
coach.
Kasi importante pa rin kung saan ka komportable. Ang adjustment lang naman sa na hinihingi ko yung terms. Hindi ko sinasabi.
Yes.
Okay, just use the terms. Kasi
Yes, coach.
ayun naman talaga yung dapat.
Alright.
Sa may universal template tayo, coach, coming from the B-Cup, from the higher ups.
Yeah, actually, it's not just for I think that's FIBA eh.
Okay. Hindi. Local lang sinasabi ko, coach.
Doon natin kukunin sa FIBA kung anong tawag nila doon.
Okay. Yeah.
Sige, Coach Andrew. Thank you.
Thank you, coach. Thank you very much, coach. Thank you. Stay safe and healthy.
All right.
Right. So, Coach Louis, let's entertain 2 more questions before we end the forum.
All right, Coach Koy.
Anyone who have questions for Coach Louis? Ito na yung time natin to question. Anyone? Sa mga natitirang participants? Ayun, wala na ata. Coach. Wala nang tanong, Coach. And so, we would like to thank everyone who came all the way here and spent the last 3 hours with us here on Zoom. Yeah, it was a very good sharing, and I hope you have learned so many things like me. I actually learned so much new things coming from Coach Lou Gonzalez. For a rookie coach like me, Coach Lou Gonzalez, that was an amazing and very powerful. For me, that was a very powerful knowledge talk discussion. Thank you so much, Coach. And salamat po sa lahat po na pumunta ngayon dito sa Zoom and sa lahat po na nanonood sa amin sa YouTube. Thank you so much po. And see you again po sa susunod na forums ng Hoops Huddle. Coach Louis, Gatorade, thank you so much po. Maraming salamat. And
Thank you, Coach Miko. Thank you.
Ingat, coaches. Okay?
Thank you, coach.
Ingat,
Thank you,
coaches.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you po.
Thank you,
Keep
coach.
safe po sa lahat.
See you
Thank
soon.
you. Yeah, thank you,
Oy,
Gatorade.
thank you. Coach Rael, ingat.
Thank you, Coach Ashley.
Ingat.
Coach Ashley,
Coach.
salamat, Coach.
Coach Jael.
Ingat. Coach Louie, ingat.
All right. Thank you, Coach Andrew.
Coaches,
Yeah, thank you, Coach. Stay safe, Coach. Stay healthy.
coaches, maging positive lang tayo, wag lang sa COVID ah.
Thank you,
Coach.
Coach Louis.
Coach Andy, chat
Coach
tayo.
Koy, ingat po.
Coach.
Coach, chat tayo mamaya, Coach.
Alright,
Okay,
sige.
Coach. Sige. No problem.
Thank you, Coach. God bless po.
Ingat.
Stay safe, coaches. Ingat.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Coach Andrew, ingat.
Thank you, Coach. Miss you.